Hello there, Bulls Nation. My name is Aiden and welcome back to another video. What a game, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we've got a Chicago Bulls and Milwaukee Bucks game reaction as the Chicago Bulls youngsters, in many ways, at least the role players of the Chicago Bulls, some young guys stepping up to the plate, delivered a massive win against the Milwaukee Bucks in an overtime performance. Now, again, I don't want to discredit what just took place here for the Chicago Bulls today. We took on the Milwaukee Bucks at the majority of their best. They're a fairly healthy team at the moment. Yes, I understand some guys are out for them, but for the most part, Chris Middleton is there. Giannis is there. Dame is there. Brook Lopez is there. Bobby Portis is there. Beacham is there. They've got a couple of good guys there as a collective unit. And the Chicago Bulls youngsters delivered a massively entertaining, hard work, gritty, and overall deserving game of someone to be happy for them and someone to be proud of them in this game. But before we get any further, if you like the video and you want to see more from me, drop a like, drop a follow, and or subscribe if you are new. And let me know in the comments below your thoughts about the Chicago Bulls and, again, just what went down here. Now, I'll put the score on the screen again. I feel like that's something I'm going to keep on doing just for the rest of the game reactions because it's just very easy. You get to see the score, you get to see what I'm talking about, but you have to watch this game. I highly recommend if you haven't seen this game, if you're not gonna, you didn't watch it live or maybe you couldn't, I recommend go back and watching this game because this is a game I'm not going to forget for a long time. We scored 120 points in an overtime performance with no Zach LaVine and no DeMar DeRozan in the lineup. But it's not just that. It's not just there was no Zach and DeMar in the lineup. It's not just that the Bucks had a fairly healthy squad in their favor. But it's the heart of the team that I saw today. I saw the heart and soul of the Chicago Bulls today. How many times have I come into game reactions and I've said, I can't see the Bulls' heart. I can't see the Bulls fight. They don't have any effort. I've even come out on a game reaction and say, I don't think these players love the Chicago Bulls or their fans. I've said these things in the past and I will not go back on those words. But today, I saw the heart. I saw the fight. I saw the passion. And again, it all speaks into the stats that we saw today. You look at 120 points and that looks all fine and good, right? But look at the effort that we put on the defensive and offensive glass today. We dominated a massive team in the Milwaukee Bucks on the glass. Bobby Portis, a massive player. Brook Lopez, massive player. Giannis, massive player. They're bigger than the Chicago Bulls in pretty much every single position, yet the Bulls come out on top in the rebounding battle. Drummond with a double-double, Vooch with a double-double, Ayo flying in for all these rebounds, Torrey Craig putting a shift in on the rebounds. Look at the rebounding stats, and that shows the Bulls had effort in this game. They were willing to sacrifice themselves for a rebound. They were willing to move without the ball, and they were willing to do all those great things. Not to mention, the assist numbers were at a season high for the Chicago Bulls. Over 30 assists in this game. We don't often see it. I don't think we've seen it at all this season. But finally the ball was moving. Finally, it was no sticking. The pick and rolls looked effective. Everybody was getting open shots. We had 8 people in double figures today. And it was an overall enjoyable game to watch. Guys like Kobe, I think, has really stepped up to the plate. He had a massive shot in this game. A step back three, a Dame-esque three to kind of tie the game for us. Alex Caruso sent it to overtime. Just so many brilliant performances. Vucevic with a 29-point performance. Look, Vucevic gets a lot of stick. Vucevic gets a lot of criticism. I've even said in the past, Vucevic should probably be dropped with the way that he is playing. But I don't know if he's trying to send a message, prove a point, or whatever the case may be. But it's no surprise to me that when Zach and DeMar is out of the lineup, Vooch just comes alive in the game, putting an extra shift in defensively. Did a very good job on Brook Lopez for the vast majority of the game. Got to give him respect where it's due. Put an extra step in his, extra motivation in his defense. Put a lot of motivation in his offense. All of a sudden, Vucevic has a phenomenal game. The ball went to him. The players were looking for him, and he delivered as that #1 option for the Chicago Bulls today. Obviously, again, the young guys, Patrick Williams and Torrey Craig, both did a phenomenal job on Giannis Antetokounmpo. I know Giannis ended up having a good game, but he's an MVP caliber player. He will always have good games. But for his quality, I think you can even ask Giannis this himself. He will tell you that he didn't have a good game today by his own standards. He had a horrible first half of basketball, 4 points, 3 fouls, pretty much didn't play for most of that first half. And he stepped up in the second. That's what he does. Big game, almost game-winning block. But again, he didn't win the game. So again, happy days there. Some big shots made. Big effort, though. The effort is the thing I'm the most proud of. Look, we all can be reactionary. We can all say the Chicago Bulls should play with this lineup from here on in. We can all say that Zach DeMar needs to be traded. We can all say that this team is better the way that it is right now. But whatever you say, we know for a fact Zach LaVine will be playing soon for the Chicago Bulls, and DeMar DeRozan will be coming back into the team. As much as we want them traded, some people want them traded, as much as some people want them to stay. Look, we just saw the young guys make a statement today. We saw the young guys show what type of effort we're looking for as Bulls fans. In the third quarter, I was open and I said, I don't care if we win or lose this game against the Milwaukee Bucks. I am so happy that this team brought the effort that they did and the heart that they showed in this game. This game represents Bulls culture, where the talent was, not always the best. The Bulls had a bunch of turnovers in this game. The Bulls, often at times when we had the lead, they conceded the lead. It wasn't always a brilliant game to watch. We had another bad start in this game. But a game full of fight, hustle plays, 50-50 wins, crashing the glass, showing some passion and fight, taking charges. These are the things that represent Bulls culture. This is what we want to see out of our Bulls team. Hard work and grit and determination. You don't want any team coming into the United Center first and foremost, but any team coming in to face the Bulls, walking out of that game and saying that was a breeze, that was light work, on to the next one. No one wants that to be the Chicago Bulls memory from this season, and that's exactly what it's been. Every team comes in and just absolutely rips us a new one, and it's light work for them. They do it with ease. And this is the game where the young guys make a statement. So when DeMar DeRozan eventually comes back into the team, like it or not, it's going to happen. When Zach LaVine comes back into the team, like it or not, that's going to happen. Those young guys has set the tempo, has set the bar for the Chicago Bulls today. They set the bar of expectation when it comes to effort and desire to win a game. So there's two options here. Either those guys can come in and match that energy and play with their absolute hearts, ball out of their minds, and just try to win, compete with all their might, or step aside. Don't play anymore. Sit on the bench, wait for your trade, and then move on to your next team where you can give the effort there if that's what you want. But those are the two options for the Chicago Bulls when it comes to those veteran guys stepping in. Because I'll be honest, with Zach and DeMar in this game, as much as I believe Milwaukee played bad first and foremost, and that led to the Bulls winning this game, I honestly, in my heart, don't believe we win this game with Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan in the game, because I don't think the work ethic, at least for some of them, I think DeMar DeRozan tries hard, but Zach LaVine, again, it just depends on the night. Some nights you say Zach LaVine tries hard, other nights Zach LaVine doesn't try hard. But whatever the case may be, I'm not trying to disrespect any player here. But whoever comes into this team, whether it's Zach or DeMar or whoever else is injured and coming back into the team, that is the expectation of the effort that I want to see from the Chicago Bulls. I want to see players diving for the ball. I want to see charge calls. I want to see players give their all for a rebound, dive for the ball, show some physicality. I want to see these things as a standard for the Chicago Bulls. No matter who comes into this team, no matter what our team looks like in 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 45, 50 years, when I'm wrinkly and grey, whatever the team looks like then, the standards of hard work, grit, and expectation should always, heart should always be the expectation every single game. Winning by 50, losing by 50, show the hard work. And we'll wait and see. We know Zach's coming back into the team. We know DeMar DeRozan is coming back into the team. And I'm going to give them their fair chance. They have an opportunity to match that energy, and I sincerely hope they get the job done in our future games. We've got some winnable games coming up for the Chicago Bulls. So put in the effort, try to win those games, make the season somewhat respectable, even though we've already lost a lot of hope for the season. This season is over in my eyes. We're not making the play-in tournament already in my eyes right now. I don't think this Bulls team has any massive future on the horizon, but you got winnable games there. Put the effort in to try to win them. that's my video. Thank you for watching. Drop a like and a follow, and or subscribe if you are new. I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay tuned for more. Take care, and peace.